There is a silence that settles in right after the worst moment of your life. Not the peaceful kind, the heavy kind. The kind that sits on your chest like stone and makes the whole world feel like it's moving in slow motion while you stand perfectly still, completely alone. Most people, when they feel that weight, do the one thing that destroys them: they run from it. They scroll, they drink, they distract, they deny. They do anything to escape the feeling, not realizing that the feeling itself is a doorway. And on the other side of that doorway is something the ancient Stoics discovered over 2,000 years ago: the most powerful force a human being can possess. Not money. Not status. Not luck. Perspective. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to change yours. Step 1. Understand that events are neutral. The Stoics believed, with absolute conviction, that it is never the event that harms you, it is only ever your judgment about the event. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome and one of history's greatest Stoic thinkers, wrote in his private journal that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about that for a moment. The traffic jam that ruined your morning is not inherently bad. The job you didn't get is not inherently a disaster. The relationship that ended is not inherently a tragedy. These are simply things that happened. Your interpretation, your story about what they mean, is where the suffering is born. The moment you separate the event from your judgment of it, you begin to take your power back. Step 2. Practice the view from above. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most influential philosophers in history, taught that we must train ourselves to zoom out. When something feels catastrophic, lift your gaze. Imagine you are looking at your life from high above, from the perspective of the cosmos itself. Your argument at work. Your financial stress. Your broken heart. Seen from that altitude, these things are real, yes, but they are also small against the vast canvas of time and existence. This is not about dismissing your pain. It is about refusing to let a single chapter define the entire story. Every Stoic sage practiced this mental exercise, and it remains one of the most effective tools for emotional regulation ever discovered. Step 3. Choose your response, every single time. Viktor Frankl, a modern thinker deeply aligned with Stoic values, survived the Holocaust and emerged with a single unshakable truth: between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space lies your freedom. You cannot control what happens to you. But you can always control what happens inside you. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control, dividing the world into what is up to you and what is not. Your health, your reputation, your wealth, other people's opinions, these are not fully in your hands. Your thoughts, your values, your effort, your response, these always are. Begin practicing this distinction today, and watch how dramatically your relationship with life begins to change. Step 4. Embrace adversity as the teacher. Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." The Stoics did not pray for easy lives. They prayed for the strength to endure hard ones. They understood that every setback was curriculum, every failure was feedback, and every painful season was secretly forging something extraordinary in the soul. When you stop asking why this is happening to you and start asking what this is happening for you, your entire experience of difficulty transforms. Adversity is not your enemy. It has always been your greatest teacher wearing a frightening mask. Step 5. Live in the present, radically and completely. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself again and again that the only moment that truly exists is now. Not the regrets of yesterday. Not the anxieties of tomorrow. Just this breath. Just this second. Just this choice. The Stoics practiced what they called prasoche, radical self-attention, a fierce and loving awareness of the present moment. When your mind is anchored in the now, perspective shifts naturally. You cannot change the past. You cannot control the future. But right now, in this exact moment, you have everything you need to take one meaningful step forward. That step is enough. Step 6. Reframe every obstacle as an opportunity. The obstacle is the way. These 4 words from Ryan Holiday, inspired directly by Marcus Aurelius, carry the entire weight of Stoic philosophy in them. When the road is blocked, the Stoic does not collapse, they turn. They adapt. They ask, how can this resistance become fuel? The entrepreneur who loses her job and builds an empire. The athlete who tears his knee and discovers his true calling as a coach. The parent who faces illness and discovers a depth of love they never knew existed. History is overflowing with stories of people who found their greatest gifts inside their deepest wounds. The perspective shift is everything. Transform your mind. Start today. Here is the truth they don't teach in school: you are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are the interpreter of your circumstances. And the interpreter holds all the power. Every single morning, you wake up and you choose, consciously or unconsciously, how you will see the world that day. The Stoics are asking you, right now, to make that choice consciously. To train your mind the way a warrior trains their body. To look at your pain and say, this will not break me, this will build me. To look at your failures and say, this is not the end, this is the beginning of wisdom. You are not trapped. You are not powerless. You are one perspective shift away from a completely different life. And that shift begins the moment you decide it does. Not tomorrow. Not when life gets easier. Now. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. It truly means the world. If this message moved something in you, if even one idea landed and shifted something in your heart, then this video has done its job. Share it with someone who needs it. Save it for the days when the world feels heavy. And remember, the Stoics were not superhumans. They were people, just like you, who decided to think differently. You can do the same. Until next time, stay grounded, stay intentional, and stay unbreakable.